Welcome, viewers, to another game in the Fly Casual Trans-Tasman Championship. And today we have a very special matchup for you, ladies and gentlemen. We have Canada versus Ireland today. Yes, an international affair today. So we've got Mack and James. So let's go through the list. So we've got Mack on the left-hand side, Team Canada himself, rocking an Imperial 1 with Captain Nita, Darth Vader, heavy iron emplacements, and turbo laser reroute circuits. Then he's got a Victory 1, that's right, a Victory 1 with Admiral Screed, Captain Brunson, quad battery turrets, external racks, and Warlord title. Then he's got a Gladiator 1 with Commander Beck, Ordnance Experts, Assault Proton Torpedoes, and Demolisher title. Squadron-wise, he's got four TIE Fighters, Captain Jonas, and Sertric Stram. James, the Irish Mad Cat himself, on the right is rocking the two MC-75 Scout Frigates, one with Admiral Akbar, Major Derlin, Sensor Team, Electronic Countermeasures, External Racks, Turbo Laser Reroute Circuits, and Foresight title. The second one has Expert Shield Teams, Sensor Teams, Electronic Countermeasures, Turbo Laser Reroute Circuits, and Ammunition title. Then he has one flotilla with CommsNet. The Squadron Ball consists of Lando Calrissian, Dutch Vandar, Wedge Antilles, Rogue Squadron, two YT-2400s, and Hera Syndulla. Alright guys, Mack had the choice of the bid, so he chose to be first and chose James's Asteroid Tactics. Alright guys, let's head to the board state now and enjoy this round 3 match of the Trans-Tasman Championship. Enjoy.
What? What did I do wrong this time?
Nothing. I said you have potentially Yick to blame for all of this.
All of what? Onagers?
No, the double MC30 that I'm running.
Oh. Yick is good at making people sad. That pretty much is what he excels at. Yick is the yin to my yang. I would probably say he's a better player than me, but he's just like anti-fun, you know? I hate playing him. I love him. He's a great person. I hang out with him all the time. But, well, used to when I lived in Toronto. But playing against him is just not fun. It's all good. Yick knows how I feel about him. Lovely person. Every time I play against him, he just slaps me around, and it's just no fun.
I find that I learn the most from getting the living daylights knocked out of me, though.
Oh, for sure. And it's this weird, it's just like we have this weird, I don't know, it's not like a rivalry, but like we play practice games. And for some reason, I win the practice games. And then we play at like Worlds or Nationals or whatever. And he fucking spanks me after I beat him in testing. And it's like, this is annoying. Stop it.
I used to test cards with my best friend. We played Versus, we played L5R, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a better player than me. There is no problem with this. The problem is we kept invalidating the testing because I'm the jammiest bollocks ever when it comes to card games at times. But against him, it was magnified. So if I... Why is it not showing me? Jumping a bit. I suppose it's going Canada, Australia, Ireland at the moment. So Tabletop Simulator is probably having a bit of an old conniption.
Having a moment.
At least it's working. So
I have a quick question. Lando's rules question. Lando's thing says I cannot modify his die. What is the definition of modify?
So spend, reroll, cancel.
It is cancel as well?
Yeah. So he's murder on flotillas.
Well, I understand that, yeah, like you can't scatter it because scatter it makes it go away. But does scatter say cancel or remove from the pool? And that's why I wanted to clarify, because Brunson is cancel. And I don't know if that counts as modification, whereas scatter is remove from the pool. Or like change it or whatever, yeah. Or is it cancel as well?
I'm 100% sure scatter works. As to what the actual wording in the CARM and the rules is, I can't remember. But I have been using to murder him, using to murder Flutulus.
No, I know for a fact it works on it. And okay, defender cancels all attack dice. Okay, so then yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, just checking.
I haven't been cheating for 2 years. Great. Anyway.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I know that. The scatter, it
But-
goes through scatter. 1 second, sorry. I was just wondering what the exact wording is because modifying the die, removing the die, and then like reducing the die are all different things. Because you can brace Lando,
Yes.
because it doesn't modify the die; it modifies the damage pool.
Yes, but once you've reached the brace point, you've moved away from dice and you're at points of damage.
But like things like Durlin and stuff affect it, but things like Brunson do not, and that's all I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
For some strange reason, your defense tokens are tiny little orbs for me.
Oh, that happens. If you relog, it'll fix it, or you can just not care, whatever you prefer.
We can still probably figure it out from looking at them.
Yeah. I can also just is this one right here in the middle of the board? Is this a white orb?
It's your evade is fine.
My evade is
but
fine.
everything else is weird.
Is this one here fine? The one I'm spotting.
Yep, those
That's
ones
fine?
are fine.
Okay, I'll just remake my tokens then for you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Sorry to be a pain.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
I thought I'd gotten out of the TTS problems by turning off scripting and a bunch of stuff, but
Nope.
occasionally something wacky happens.
You're not allowed to have nice things.
No. It's the ghost of Vassal punishing me for abandoning it for the other platform.
Vassal sucks.
It used to be better than TTS.
Nope.
I remember when I first started playing TTS and the amount of disconnects you'd get in a night was interesting to say the least.
See, I never had those issues, so I think that's a you problem, not a TTS problem. I've only ever had great experiences with TTS since the beginning of time. All praise Valadian Lord and Savior.
I don't think the problem was necessarily the mod. I think the problem was the actual tabletop simulator itself.
Maybe. Quite possibly, maybe.
Also, I was learning against Italian, so maybe it was just the cross-border thing.
I
don't
bet you your
know.
ping was probably not helpful either.
Wasn't too bad.
Oh, is it my turn to play? Is that what we're all waiting on?
Yes,
Well,
but you were fixing your tokens.
they're all good now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
You are most welcome.
Your brace on your AEST is still tidy.
Okay. God, your squads are so much better than mine.
Yeah, but your ships have a lot more hull than mine. Say the very least.
Yeah, but hull isn't what keeps you alive.
Keep trying to convince people that the MC75 main defense token is at speed 3. Back to you.
You know what? I love MC75s, and everyone who's hating on them can die in a fire. Just saying.
I'm not hating on them. I'm just like, it doesn't have real defense tokens, except for speed 3.
I love Agate on it, but Agate's just also too good, so there's that as well.
There's more fun things you can do with Agate
Mhm.
than put her on an MC75, I think. One of which is the Salvo Assault Frigate is always great fun. Or who was it? Was it Gilded Plane? Put her on a CR90B. That's a classic. It's a classic.
Is that one Admo or is that one?
That is Admo.
Okay.
Back to you. And that's going speed 2, by the way.
Go on, Nita.
Fuel. All aboard the super sardine train. And he will go speed 3. And then Dutch will join the fray because obviously I ended up with odd squadron. Which is something I never do. And it's weird. It is weird. And nobody has any pass tokens. Best of luck, sir, and let's have a bit of fun.
Yeah, you too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, they're all set up for round 1. Who has this in the bag? What is your prediction for this game? It's going to be pretty brutal with James's squadron ball, and we'll see what will happen there. I think the key again is the squadrons, but I won't count Mack out, that's for sure.
I'm ready when you are.
I am ready as I'll ever be.
Let's do it. All right, I'm first. Demo.
You need to go first, right?
Grab a nav token for all its nav related needs. I mean, like, kind of. Go ahead.
Why did you make stuff hard on yourself, James? I don't know. I do not know. We'll take a repair token on Akbar. Yeah, TTS is a little bit jumpy, but it does seem to be working. And I will move to here. Back to you, sir.
Thunder Thighs will grab a squadron token. Red.
Navigate on our admonition. He will take that token. Oh, sorry. I should have turned that off. My apologies.
Judge.
What am I doing?
What are you doing? Just let me know now so I can.
I don't know. I'd like.
Yeah, no worries.
Fair enough. I can go to bed. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Over to you.
Okay, and then Zavik has a repair token. Gonna grab it for all its repair needs. And then wish it was Harrow.
Why isn't it Harrow?
Because I'm a fan of fucking Warlord, and everyone else can just get over it.
So is freaking Gabrielle from Italy.
I love Warlord. He is my boy. I blame, you probably don't know him, but Christian or Moose Green on Discord, he is a proprietor of, oops, bump this TIE Fighter, where would you like it? Of Warlord, and he's shown me how great it can be.
Yeah, Warlord's
He can be
fantastic.
just a majestic little guy.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm done, so just your flat.
The important ship passes a repair to admonition.
Okay.
And
Yeah, very interesting. He doesn't have Harrow. That's what the first main question was about this list: is why doesn't he have Harrow? But don't discount Warlord. That was back in the day, one of the best titles you can get on, well,
Right.
but you know, on a victory. Well, it is the best title
Quadrinos. Hera.
back in the day. So,
Hera up, wedge and Dutch.
of course,
I'm just gonna assume
Corrupt
they
is also
always
good.
have rogue unless you say otherwise.
Or I mispositioned the fuck out.
Exactly.
Which is
So to me, my little dickhead's gonna run away because you're better than me. Go ahead.
Dokie doo. Bit slow to pop in. The old thingamawhatsits. So apologies on that one.
You're good.
To you. Once she's
Warlord and H9 turbo lasers was the jam, I'd say.
See, we're gonna go hang out over here then. Excellent.
Hey, you started picking the dance floor.
I mean, I'm just 4 TIE fighters living our best 4 TIE fighter life.
They unionized, they could get shields. This is all I'm saying.
If they unionized, the Empire would probably come to an end.
And they'd
Oh,
probably
I'm
still
saying.
get.
Still probably get shields, yeah.
Yeah. Like, to be honest, I think the only way the Empire HR gets away with this crap is I think that scene from Robot Chicken is actually true. You know, where they and then when the Dark Lord of the Sith chokes out Jenkins, we drag him away, he pretends to choke, we drag him away, we add a fake mustache, and now he's back as Lieutenant Colonel such and such. Jenkins over here has been murdered 7 times by Darth Vader.
It's a good
I feel
skip.
like that's the only way, you know, their recruitment can keep up with this bullshit.
HR is overworked. What can I say?
I'd really like to add in a Skurg for some variety. Oh yeah, it's me again.
Yeah, just you.
Just James things. But it's a pity all the Skurgs suck.
Have you considered Gold Squad the better Skurg?
Yeah, I know. Well, Hera is the big point sink. It's the problem. And
Yeah,
then Space
spicy.
Worms of Doom.
Would you like to put one right here so it can eat Rogue Squadron? I think that would be a great place for it. Right here.
I ate Rogue Squadron with one of them last game.
Tasty, tasty.
Like my own executs just caused problems, to be honest.
They're helping.
Last game. Well, it was pointed out to me that they can displace squadrons. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
I never knew that. Last game would have been so much easier if I'd known this beforehand. Because he was like, he positioned his squadrons to kind of lock out a placement of an exegort to protect admonition. And I'm like, oh, well done. You've foiled me once again, Mr. Bond. And then somebody else after the game is like, yeah, you do know that they can just, you know, go, get out of my way. I'm a chunky boy.
Slow, God, do what I want. Yeah, if you overlap a squadron, they get to reposition it, but whatever. Who cares?
Yeah. Reposition it attached to an exegort.
Exactly.
Have a nice life there, Mr. Squadron.
Enjoy. Next turn, I believe, is how this game works.
Good. So good.
Until AMG decides to change that, but let's just hope they don't. All right, guys, end of round 1, heading into round 2 here. Nothing much, despite Akbar, I feel, is going to be a bit safe on the outside. He's going to come around and try to murder the VST.
KG matches are fast, anyway. So Mars
flying at you. I don't know what
us.
you're talking about.
Yep.
Right. I'm ready when
Your
are ready.
Your massive speed 1 frontal assault. I am ready.
All my ships are pretty much past the deployment line, unlike yours, so you can't say anything.
I don't have a ship in my deployment zone. I have a mobile pass token. Different.
I see. Must be nice.
What about demo?
I am ready when you are ready.
Yep.
Let me just check the attack range on that guy. Not relevant. Great. Gonna do demo next. He's gonna flip his obligatory nav token, which he'll use for nav-related reasons. Get out of the way, TIE Fighter. You're always blocking my little thingy. Boop.
Feel like, occasionally Imperial ships have problems with TIE fighters like jetliners have with geese on the runway. Occasionally they run over them. Generally doesn't do too much damage, but occasionally one gets sucked into a hyperdrive and it's like
And then
3 weeks
shit
in
goes
dry dock.
poorly. Yeah. Oh, geese. They're so stupid. Fucking Cobra chickens. Come back, Flotilla. I need a way to get some points. Come fly into my mouth.
Over to you.
Okay. Big Dum Dum the ISD will go. He's going to grab himself a nav, which he'll use for the dial. And fly like so. Swoop. Protect me, Slug. Protect me.
Akibar will go.
Mhm.
Use the navigate. And move like so.
The Big Vic. It's got a nav. I'm going to shoot you out my side arc. Rawr! Blam, blam, blam.
Mm-hmm.
2 reds and a blue.
2 reds and a blue.
Get him! Oh yeah, I'll be using the nav dial. Oh, consider yourself God.
Yep. I evade
And Major
2
Durlin,
of them and Major Durlin.
Great. I'm glad we could share this journey, you and I.
Hey, look, I mean, I did not ask you to bring the worst ship in the Imperial Navy, to be fair to me.
Ship in the Imperial Navy? I don't know what the fuck you're smoking.
What's worse than a Vic?
Nothing. It's so great that there's nothing worse than it. It's far too busy being delicious, okay? And it's had enough of your sass.
But a laugh from the other side of my face when it kills the admonition, I suppose.
You will be
Speaking of dead
surprised
man, I would be.
how much work the victory can get done.
Well, I'm aware. I'm just hoping I don't let it do that work. Is there a point in shooting at the thingy blow up? There is not. So we'll just throw our... Wait a second. Checks for salvo. Nope. I will throw my 1 red. I'm going to declare Akbar because why not? I'm going to use the dial because I already have the token. And I'm going to shoot at the front of that Star Destroyer. It being
Get 'em.
obstructed, reduced down to 1, back up to 2. We know the fish dance this stage. Done it enough times.
Would you like to do anything with stuff?
Would I? Fine question. Fine question. You just evade, brace. I could censor teams, but then you do one or the other. No, I'm fine with that. 3 damage to you. 3 of your finest damage, sir.
I'll spend 3 of my finest tokens. Take 1 on the side. Boop.
I'll allow it. How not to be stupid. That is almost definitely black range.
And you want to comment things, but the two players playing are way too good commenting their own games. So, always very talkative, Mac and James. So, definitely worth hearing them talk it out and going through their strategies here. But a very entertaining game to start. Max, positioned himself well with the Exegorths, protecting the victory and the ISD.
Admonition were obstructed, but that would be a lot of fucking dice. Ah. Admonition. King are regretting life choices. We thought we could tank anything. It was
That's
an
old
SSG,
admonition.
you morons. Mack. This looks legal to me. Only here in Mississippi. Like so. Getting the extra click at the 1 for the dial.
Love it.
And range check on her ladyship. Yes, she is close enough to the boys.
Do the thing, get the stuff.
Do the thing, get the stuff. Because she's range 2 and that's a range 1 band.
Mhm.
So, base nummies go away.
We have, yep.
Please feed your local space worm. Imperial is best. So, you're first, I believe.
Hmm. Go ahead.
I feel like ISD tonight, but I'm not going to reach. But we have measured it, so we are done. That one. And this one is not going to be any closer. Actually, no, it is. I lie. It totally is going to be closer. So let us throw dice.
Get him.
See what we can do.
You did it.
Chop off your arm. Back to you.
Interesting. Where he's going to put this tie? Is he going to bring it forward or take it back? He's being safe. So it's in chomper range of the lower half, but I presume he might put it there because of his YTs.
Yep.
Alright, let's see where the next squadrons go for James.
Okay. Karaoke. Where is your brilliant plan now, James? Okay.
I'm really surprised he hasn't committed to these squadrons. Maybe he's worried about
That's
flak.
one of the weaknesses of the red wedge. Terra Dutch ball is, as long as you move one of them, you're signaled where the other two are going to go.
Can confirm this.
But they do need some bloody weakness.
You would agree that that is currently in Jonas range of the ship, correct?
Yeah, because it doesn't need to be in range
Doesn't need
of
to
the
be cardboard, yeah.
Exactly.
Just needs to be in the general area. Oh wait, that's Dutch though? That's not. Oh, we can chill.
Come play with Dutch. He loves to play. Hey, friendly, happy assault proton torpedoes loaded up for you.
Let's just chill here. It's fine. We're in no rush. We got nowhere to be. Go ahead. Oh wait, I got one more. Zerdik. We'll go here. All right, Lando, come here. Definitely not a trap. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
Your ISD is in totally no danger. It's
None.
fine.
It's fine.
And
All Squadrons making a V-line for the ISD, and
worm
Down.
chow.
now down come
Anybody
choppers.
for some worm chow? So, how stupid do I feel? If I put that there, it can actually be just jumped over. Bad fucking plan. As plans go. So we'll leave them out here. Sorry that took so long.
No worries, you're good.
Refreshing Durlin, refreshing the evade. And on to turn 3.
On the turn.
And we'll remember to do the marker this time. Promise.
That's all good, gents. I have my own marker here, so I could go through the turns anyway if need be. So, turn 3, guys. Again, they're probably buying their time.
Massive guns of the flotilla stare down your fleet, causing them to flee. Flee!
It's evenly poised, I'd say. The squadrons are going to do a lot of damage to that ISD.
I am ready.
I'm ready.
I need to get a drink of water, so I'll be right back.
And the MC30 is in a dangerous... The red MC30 is a little dangerous spot right now, but I'm sure it can get out of it real quick. It'll be interesting what Mack activates first. Will it be demo? We will see. I would say maybe the victory. Get those
Okie dokie.
2
Ready
reds,
when you are.
maybe? We'll see. Or wait until the red goes by. I mean, the red goes by, and then activate the victory from the sides. So he'll get 2 reds and 1 blue because it is going faster than him. Yes.
You think we've both flown at each other in good faith?
Debatable. Let's see. What did I have in plan? I had a plan.
Yes, Ian, it is a very interesting MC30 list. This is a very interesting game. We have two of our international entries here. Canada versus Ireland here today. The Irish Mad Cat versus Team Canada himself, Mack.
I feel like we should be invited to more tournaments. James and Matt's Comedy Roadshow.
No kidding. The
The banter is good, I have to admit with that.
I'm gonna do the ISD. It has a
Okey-doke.
nav, which it'll be using, but I'm also gonna spend my squadron token.
Yep.
And this TIE fighter is gonna go, hey, I'm a TIE fighter, notice me. Ah. And tickle that YT.
Yep.
Three.
It is an ISD
Johnson,
once.
Homer.
Oops.
That was one of those experimental ties, was it?
Hits. Good
And
job,
you
TIE
tire
fighter.
yourself.
Then I'm gonna flak you. So out my front, 2 blue or black blue into the YT.
Mm-hmm.
2. So, and then the next YT for 2. And then Hera for 1. Good job, IST.
Job well done for the ISD there. Really good flak.
And then the dial, gonna move like so, I think. Let me just do some quick checking here. As long as I don't fully pass that, I am okay. So I'll move like so. So I'm gonna bump both the YTs, I believe.
Cool.
I presume James will activate the red and do his side shot into maybe the victory. Akbar that, and then get out of the front. But also
Here you go, good sir.
the side would be good as well too from the victory, so we might see what will happen here.
Yep.
Also the clear one's good as well. He's not going to get a lot of damage. Maybe he'll activate the clear first.
We'll go with Akbar.
Yeah.
We gotta navigate. And we'll take the token. And we'll Akbar.
Crazy.
I know, shocking
Good.
behavior. Shoot your rear, and I'm fairly sure that's obstructed.
No P.
Yes, indeed. 3 reds into the backside of the victory.
Get him.
Ooh.
And we will PRC and change this to a double and accuracy or brace, please, sir.
All runs in the double. And take 1.
Ah,
And actually,
Nice.
I'll redirect as well. Put it here.
that lady.
He's helpful.
Boy, is she ever.
Now at a justifiable points cost. Over to you.
I don't agree, but
Over to
fair enough.
me. Activate the demo.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a nav, which it'll be using. I'm going to take a raid token from Beck to activate a squadron.
Yep.
I am going to activate Zertic.
Here comes the meat shield.
Right to here. Engaging that YT there.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 reds.
Ooh.
I'm gonna love tap the TIE fighter behind him. Boop.
Mm-hmm. I think
That a
sometimes
boy!
Oh, nice.
Job Zertic.
sometimes people just don't have Zertic in there. And he is outshined by some other Imperial squadron, but he's just so solid. There's just such a good
He's
price.
just a keeper. Okay, now let's decide. That's different. I did not expect that to happen. So that changes the math here a little bit on
Right.
my plans.
The other way around.
I
I'm
just need
beginning
to...
to hate the squad. Yeah, my squadrons just seem to pop. They either pop or they pop the opponents. It just doesn't. There doesn't seem to be any kind of median. It always feels like the squadron game somebody gets absolutely reamed and can do nothing about.
Well, that's where the luck skew is, unfortunately, is in the squadron war, not in ships. Because ships you can like mitigate, but squadrons, their damage is anywhere from like I did 0 to 5, and you're like, oh wow, okay.
Yep, and its scatter is just makes that
And
even
scatter is
scarier.
just exactly. Okay, and then what's your black range?
He used to love Surgix from. He's a
Okay, so I just want
good meat shield.
just
I used to take him all the time, but I feel like that
questions.
what's his name now? Is way better now. The Scatter Ace. I always take him now. What's his? Oh, I've forgotten of his name already. That's sad.
No. Okay.
Teltravora. Teltravora's taken his place for that meat shield. That
Demo.
Mm-hmm.
because definitely a Scatter Escort was way better. But of course, when you get that
Sorry, I
Surgic,
neglect to shoot, obviously, and then I'm going to move and shoot.
Yep.
Moving like so. I will not. Oops.
but when you get
Black
that
out my front,
Surgic,
assuming we're not in black range. Great. So I will flack out my front, and I believe that got everyone but Lando. Works for me. So on blue at all your squads.
but when you get that Surgic
Oh,
red
where are you
kill,
starting?
it is awesome.
The closest. So Hera, I'm gonna roll dice. You just put them as you see
Hera.
fit. Yeah. So 1 die. Here we go. Hera's a hit. Next target you
Wedge.
choose. Cool. Miss. Next target.
Dutch.
Miss. Next target.
Rogue.
I'm gonna take a raid Confire token and reroll that.
Okay.
Still missed. Okay, and then next. Or is that everybody? I think that's everybody.
That is everyone, because Lando's out and the other squadron's hidden.
Oh, that was a little disappointing. Okay, your turn.
As I was saying, that's when you get that Surgic reroll from your opponent from hurting one of your squadrons, and you get that nice perfect double roll with Surgic. It's just he is awesome. It's just like flying a Z95. You get those doubles or you get blanks.
The killer.
That doesn't seem right in the middle. As I said, used to love flying him. It's the meat shield
That's
just
right.
to protect my squadrons.
Back to you.
The cheaper TIE Advance Ace. Because Vader as an escort, Ace was useless. Expensive but useless. Well, he was good, but like it was just too expensive. And of course, that's what everyone wanted to kill is Vader. So it was the obvious person to shoot, even if he didn't have escort.
I'm going to activate the Victory because I have no choice in the matter. He's got a squadron which he'll be using to activate 3. Going to start with Jonas. So like that. And take a shot at Hera for 1 black. Nope. Then this little TIE fighter. Oh, I think Jonas took all the prime real estate. Gonna go to there and shoot wedge.
Mhm.
3 blues. That a boy!
Oh, nice.
Brace that down.
And then this TIE fighter, also gonna attempt to shoot wedge. Yippers. 3 blues again. For 3.
Is that
Is that one cocked? It's space 5.
so? Just press 5.
Oh no, yeah. You're right. So let me reroll the swarm. Okay, so just 2.
Brace the 1.
Okay, now I'm gonna shoot out my. So we are at medium range obstructed into your side arc there.
Mhm.
So 2 reds. What's your speed right now?
2.
2. Okay, so just 2
Have
reds.
Your speed 1, dude.
Oh yeah, sorry. Right, 3 reds. Or sorry, 2 reds and a blue. Words are hard. Yep. You know what I meant to
We'll
say.
get you there. We'll get you there.
Oh no, I am speed 2 because I sped up last turn. I just never changed my dial. Do you want me to stay at speed 1 or do you want me to just 2?
No, speed 2. Whatever you should be at, put yourself
I'd
at.
prefer to be at speed 1 if it comes up. So
I
2 reds and
won't
a blue.
force you to be better. Okay, so 2 red then, is it?
2 red and sorry, yeah, ignore the blue. Just ignore the blue, okay? It's not there. Okay. So make this go away. Turn that into an accuracy. Turn it into a double because warlord.
Please re-roll your double to begin with.
That's fair. For 2 hits.
And then I will use expert shield tech. You don't have any.
Nope.
Crit
No tomfoolery.
rubbish. So we will take the 1.
Okay. Rest in spaghetti. Victory. So moving like so. Wee! Hello, it is I, Victory, and I'll take a shield. Zerk.
Okie dokie. Karaoke. And we'll say, hello, I am Admonition. I have a Navigate. I will burn the repair token,
Shield.
which is meant to be used for ECM. We're feeling greedy. Then we will just make 100% sure we can't get the side. We can.
Negative.
So we are Akbaran,
Whoa, crazy. I never would have guessed.
and we're going to shoot the front of the Victory.
I never would have guessed.
That is not obstructed, so it's 4 reds and 3 blacks to begin.
And just throw
And
the
then
extracts in
Agata.
now.
We'll see if we actually roll any frickin' damage first.
That's
I've
fair, I
had
guess.
some interesting swingy dice out of this.
Oh, that's really
Yeah.
good.
That's not too bad.
That's really
Extracts.
freaking good. Yeah. Yep.
Hey,
No, that's not so bad.
Got you 2.
could be better. So how do we make it? So you have spent the redirect. So firstly, anyway, we'll do our TRCs. It's traditional.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
9 with an accuracy.
Yeah, we'll just accuracy the brace.
So brace redirect.
No
So-
brace.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I meant just redirect. Right. Third.
Yep.
So 3 and then 3. So I'll take 3 here. And then 3 here. Whap, whap. And then I take 3 hull, one of which is a crit. Oh, only 1 attack per turn can be a ship.
Is
That's
he
inconvenient.
intending to flak for the rest of the game?
Most probably. It's like I can't catch your ships because they just fly away.
You did say 2 and 1 respectively. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Fly away.
Well, I'm not going to ram you with my 4 hull. That seems
Fly
detrimental.
away.
That's what rebels
Oh,
do.
spectacularly.
Uh-huh.
Geese-like, almost. Yes, Hera will do what Hera does.
Or fly casual.
And you have 1 squadron.
I do. 1 squadron's gonna come hang out over here. Oh wait, there's a slug over there. Hang out over here. Oh yeah, sorry.
wait,
Before I do
you
anything, the slug. Yeah, so
The
this
slug.
slug, it's now out of range of everything because I moved everyone.
Yep. So we will just unlock this the traditional non-button way so we can get at it. It doesn't want to bring up the menu. Right clicking is not bringing up the menu.
Fine, will fix it for you. Don't worry. I got you.
Yo.
Jumpers out of the way.
Go ahead and reposition it.
Oh no, it's repositioned after the squadron phase.
Oh, right.
So we're just getting them out of the way now.
Yeah. Okay, now we do the thing. So now my TIE fighter goes, hey, that seemed like a cool place to hang out.
Didn't it though?
Feel free to get your slugs all up in here.
Slugs ain't gonna make me lose my mind. Not how the song goes. Right. Well now. Well, ladies and gentlemen. Feels like a waste, but it's not. Oh. Sorry, Rogue Squadron. You gotta get Wedge out of there. Shoot at the middle TIE fighter. Four. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Got him.
Wedge will throw 6 into the other TIE fighter.
And kills him.
So gets his man or woman. His conscript. There we go. Feels like not dying today. Important to die for the rebellion, but sometimes it's good to live. Hera will have a pop off.
He did run away from the Death Star trench run, so
Jonas.
it is Wedge's nature to run away. Yeah, I said it.
Fast and Furious. Seems like a terrible title. 3.
All right, brace. Take 2.
And then she will move because you're heavy. He ain't heavy. He's my bomber. It's the tiredness and the sleep deprivation setting in. So apologize to everyone who has to listen to my mad ramblings.
You're good.
It does make for an interesting stream, ladies and gentlemen. So we're all good there, James. If you do watch this back, we're more than happy to hear the ramblings. Everyone loves ramblings.
Drop it there and attack that TIE fighter. 3 blue.
Oh.
I'm a bummer. Damn it! Don't send me against these flyboys.
And the Lando.
And the Lando. Where does the Lando? Well, no. Hold on. Let's not be getting ahead of ourselves.
Oh, you got a YT, right? Yeah.
We got a YT who will bravely bomb the front of your ISD and run away.
Okay, reroll it. Evade.
Into a double Kabami Splato Mega Pulse.
Still one. And that was the front, you said?
That was the front.
Cool. I'll redirect it. And I'll just take it. I don't care. It's fine.
You're a bigger man than 1 black damage. Ah. This seems like a crazy plan to lose. Actual strategy.
Get the victory correct with the correct hull damage.
So yeah, we will Lando side of your. And
1 hit.
Brace.
yeah, we'll burn the brace and make it 3.
Okay. Brace and I'll burn a redirect.
2.
So I got 1 hole. Okay.
Give me 1 more hull. Well, actually, no. 4 more hull. Right. And then the voting from the Space Worms jury is they would like barbecued squads to get 12 points. Like, I do find the Space Worms don't kill a lot of people. They do kind of mess up that. The area denial helps probably a bit more than the actual murdering a lot of the time.
%.
Oakley dokley.
Alrighty.
Refresh your tokens. Start your engines. Do your die.
Turn 4, guys. So definitely James has a good opportunity to kill that. VSD's gone. I don't see it living. It could. I don't know. Mack is, as I said, these guys are very professional players. Mack has played Worlds, so it always brings interesting lists, which is really really good to see. As I said, who you'd see a VSD in a list these days, and good on him. And a VSD won without Harrow, so you know, Max as
All right.
As what we hear from Mack, he always brings very interesting lists and try to change the meta and try to find different things to play with. Brendan always says that Mack does always these kind of little things and tries to change.
I am ready when you
things are played, and definitely being a VSD without Harrow title is very interesting. That's why I probably wanted to get one of his games in. As I said, Armada is all about what you enjoy flying.
He's got a squad.
About meta.
Using it. I'm also going to spend my repair token just in case it matters. Get shield back. Whoop. And then I will activate squadrons. So, let's see. Got that. Let's start with Zerdik. No, that's not true. Start with this TIE fighter.
Oh, wow.
No, that's not true. We're going to. Oh, I guess I imagined it, so I have to, right? How does that work? Because I was just checking range.
I mean, don't worry.
Okay, fair enough.
Mars can give an official judgment afterwards on what we should have done, so we both know and behave properly in our games.
Yeah, it's all
this
good.
is fine. We really should be better behaved.
You'd think we'd be better at this game by now.
You would.
Okay, so I'm gonna do both of them, so it's not like it actually matters. So I'm gonna move Zerdik to here.
Okie
Oh,
dokie.
that's Jonas. Jesus Christ, where the fuck is Zerdik? Okay, he's over here. Trying to do what I was trying to do earlier. I'm so good at this game. He should be able to get Wedge, right? Yeah. So there's Wedge. Cool. We're friends now. Gonna shoot Wedge.
Yep.
And
Interesting.
hope I didn't need that TIE Fighter tickle. 1. It is what it is. So just take 1.
Yep.
Okay. And then the TIE Fighter. Because Jonas is engaged with that one. Yeah. Okay. So this TIE Fighter. Gonna fly over.
Interesting. Yeah, he
To
didn't.
finish the job.
Probably didn't want to hurt the
Come
TIE
on,
fighter.
Wedge. You're a hero of the rebellion. Fuck this guy. He's just a nobody in a TIE fighter.
Alright. Shooting you. Daka Daka. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Come on, Wedge.
Oh, it's the one on the right. Yay, he did it!
and Wedge is out of here.
1.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then the last one for third will be this TIE Fighter.
Just check range.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
I'll go here and shoot Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
For 3 blues. Nailed it. Is this guy engaged? I don't know. I think it's like on the line, so you can call it yes or no.
There's a tiny bit of the lower base.
Yeah, so then he's in
But
range.
not
Because it's any of the plastic, technically.
cool.
Yep, so
I
1.
can never
Form.
remember.
Didn't matter anyways.
Yep.
Okay. Shooting. Out my front, blocking. So into Dutch. 1 blue. Miss into wedge, 1 blue. Or sorry.
Rogue.
Failure. Oh no, that's a hit because Warlord. Take 1.
Oh yeah.
Then we're gonna shoot our side into.
That's one thing about Warlord as well. If you had H9s and
Lando.
that'll be everything. AA would be automatically hit. Anything.
I'm going to X-Rax. And then turn that into a hit. So 2.
Oh, I thought Warlord was the front arc. My bad.
Just 1 shooting.
I will.
I
race
should
it
take 1. And I will skedoodle out of here.
Well, skedoodle as much as a victory can.
Skedoodle out of here, okay?
Uh-huh.
Can you move those squadrons for me, please? They're in the way of my skedoodling.
Okay, so Jonas can go back here. And Dutch gets close to Hera. Thank you very much. And by the way, the explosions in the background are fireworks. If you can actually hear
Can't
them.
hear anything.
God, wish I couldn't. Fireworks are illegal in all parts of the Republic, so it's like
The Galactic Republic or just the Irish Republic?
the Irish one.
See? That victory's skedoodled, okay? He's skedoodled like he's never skedoodled before.
Sure.
It did get out of range. There you go. Got out of black range.
He is the skedoodle king, in fact.
Amazing.
Am I just happy to do this? Take a navigate token on the flotilla. Move this navigate token that's on animation to where it should be. Not be confusing matters by having a messy table. I'm going to be so bad when I eventually get to play in real life again. There'll just be tokens everywhere. Like,
Hot mess.
what is this ruler? The worst thing is I have freaking shaky hands as well.
All right. My ISD will go.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a nav. It's going to use it, but first it's going to flack some guys. So, starting out of its front, into Hera.
Mm-hmm.
Black, blue. For 1. Accuracy or brace.
You.
Okay. And then Dutch, I believe, is obstructed. Oh, that's close.
That's not obstructed.
Okay. So 2.
Done that better.
2 hits.
I would brace that to 1.
Cool. And then I can't shoot rogue because that is definitely obstructed.
Yep.
Out my
Did
side, I'll
something
throw
right.
a casual single red at your McThirty because reasons.
Seems right.
Got you. Okay, great. Just getting all my blanks out of the way. And then navving up a storm. Like so. So I'm going to bump this tie for sure. Woo!
Very interesting flying. Really skilled flying there by Mack, as always. You'd think. The only problem now is probably the demo now is guaranteed to be bumping to victory. Probably not what you really want, but
There you go, bud.
Well, I was hoping that there'd be a victory still girdling around as they do.
He's the Skadoodle King. We talked about this.
Skadoodle because he's too silly to know what real words are. Is that it?
He's far too busy being delicious.
Delicious because he keeps getting eaten by all other ships.
You know what? This will be the first game he'll die, okay? So you give him a break.
I'll give him something, all right. Currently, he's essentially Imperial Traffic Jam Calamity of 2021.
We don't need to talk about that, okay? It's fine. Everything's fine. Get over it. Get over yourself. Okay. My gladiator will reveal a repair, which he's going to ditch to remove his raid tokens. Boop, boop, boop.
Yep.
And then he is going to take some more raid tokens, because that's how that works. This is what he's all about. He's going to take a raid navigate to slow down to speed 0.
oh wow.
As well as a raid squadron token to activate Jonas.
Operation Get Me
Jonas
the Fuck Out of Here.
Is going to... Who can Jonas tickle the most? Is it that? Can he fit there? I mean, he can. That does have slightly more value. Let me just check some ranges here real quick. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get him.
Jokey.
Take a shot at the YT there. 1 black. That a boy! 1.
Down to 1.
1 it is.
I'm gonna get you. Okay, now I'm shooting. Going to shoot out my side into Lando.
Yep.
1 blue.
Oh,
Miss.
will he back it?
Then I stop.
No, he won't. Oh,
I don't crouch
Woohoo!
out. Nope. Okay.
Oh, we have decided to get greedy. We will Akbar.
Do it.
That is a speed 0 gladiator
It
within
is.
red range of thingy mo. So
It sure is. Get him.
let's- And I don't think that victory can actually get past that ISD in one go. Unless my geometry is very much mistaken, he can't. So we're going, it's unobstructed, so it's 4 lovely red dice.
oh, not the shot you want.
Okey-dokey. And we will TRC
Make it 4.
that into a double for 4 into your side, please.
You got it. So it takes 2 shields. Boop. And a hit and a crit. Hit and a crit. Injured crew. I will discard. Ooh. That's actually quite annoying.
Nasty, nasty, very
High
nasty.
brace.
Wow.
Okey-dokey.
The evade was a
She'll be
goner, but
coming round at every field when she comes. He's going 3 better.
Mack has some issues now
It's not legal.
in the next round.
What to say? It's not.
If he activates demo next round, it's going to be a bit of a traffic jam.
We're dropping to 2 with the dial and spinning, like so.
That's a good trick, spinning.
Sounds
I've
good.
heard.
And squadron phase.
Mhm.
Space worms are out of range. Space worms shall go hungry. So let's start with Lando.
Mhm.
Into the side of the Demolisher.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
Red and a blue.
Red to blue.
Blue hit to kill.
Doesn't get it.
You
Kill the
suspend your
brace,
brace.
however, and do 2.
Okay. You hold.
Dutch will shoot into the thingamabob next to him. TIE fighter even.
Takes 2. It's not dead yet.
You've been letting me down.
Oh, I don't have this token anymore. Oops.
Right. Because the YT
You have
is
to play,
locked up.
you have to
we'll
play Return
throw
of
into
Mark
Zertic.
for us.
Get him.
See what state Zertic
I presume
is.
that's a YouTube video, and you have to fill me in on that one. Here comes a wedge. Oh no, not wedge. One
One.
of YTs.
1. Zodiac takes 1.
A wedge is dead. Duh.
2. Then we'll throw Hera into Zertic. That's where she must go. For 4.
Race it down to 2.
Now,
And then rogue.
2. Rogue.
Do they go for
What
the
is-
gladiator or something fancy?
Yeah. That is the question. That
That
is
is
the
the
mighty
question.
good question. Because
It'd be crazy not to
we
go.
might kill Zyrtec and we might not. Let's kill the gladiator. Well, let's try and kill the gladiator at least.
He's still got that evade, so he didn't get rid of the oh no, he's still speed 0, so he can't do anything. So all needs a hit. So
Range of the SSD.
thank you, Ian. I probably won't play it on the stream.
Is this the end of 3? Or is it 4?
This is the end of 3, I want to say.
I thought it was 4.
End
Okay,
of
3's
4.
fine, yeah.
End of 4, guys.
End of
Is
4?
it end of 4?
Okay, cool.
Thank you. I can't tell time anymore.
Ah, you
That's
got it.
1.
And there it goes. Bang.
He tanks for the victory. Who is going to continue to skadoodle? As he is the skadoodle lord.
Yep. So, yeah. Space worms.
Swarms.
Who shall go hungry this battle? Almost definitely at this point. I can't tell time anymore after COVID. I just can't.
Why I made that fancy round token on my stream, so I know where we are.
It turns out it's
Yes.
weirdly relevant.
Okie dokie.
Oakley dokley. New dialies.
Feel like this is going to be a bit of a wash in terms
Yeah.
of score.
Don't know how
Isn't that all of our games?
many
Sorry, go ahead.
times you get say what round is it? What round is it? And I'm like, fine, I'll just staple a round token on there. That should say
Ask
what.
that themes in the comment section as well.
But,
Yeah, right.
I'm a terrible person.
But and of course, someone will still ask, what round is it? And it's like,
Yep. Okie dokie.
all right, guys, turn 4,
are you
round
ready?
4, guys.
I'm
Yeah, not looking
ready
good
as
for
ever.
Mack here.
Okay.
His
I
gamble
don't-
didn't
'cause I
pay
don't have
off.
dials in, so I'm not
Oh.
ready in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, then you can't see this dial I'm swinging around. You didn't see me reveal it.
No,
It's definitely
sorry.
not
Now
here.
my dials are done. Sorry.
Okay,
I
sure.
did not see that. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, it's the squadron on the AEST.
Okay.
Get them, guys. Get them. Man, these TIE fighters are putting in so much work this game. It's crazy.
They are.
All
That's
for it.
round
So
3
we're
of
gonna
the
start
tournament,
with
Ian.
our boy Zyrtec into Hera.
To be fair,
Have
I've
to be a
been
smart ass, don't
some
you?
of these losses. He
That's
has
fair.
whiffed something fucking terrible.
I don't think I get any better than that, so I'll leave it. So 2 IQC brace.
Yup.
Okay. Jonas will shoot at Hera as well because it's funny. 1 black. Yeah, good job, Jonas. You did it. This 2 health TIE fighter will shoot at Hera for 3 blues.
On Harry, just keep dancing. Give us one more.
Nope. These TIE fighters are on fire.
Yeah, they have rolled quite well.
Quite well, indeed. Then this one is going to shoot Dutch and then run like a bitch. So 3. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those tires are on fire.
So much for aces, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll hang it over here for now. Okay. Then I'm going to flak out my tush into the YT.
Yeah.
Black blue. Got him.
Ooh.
And then into Dutch. For 2.
Wow.
And I'll brace up to 1.
Then
It's
moving
unbelievable.
at speed 3.
But this is a really good lesson for you, for Armada players, to never discourage
Back
the
here. I want to
flak.
fight you.
when you've got no shot and you think, why bother flacking?
Navigate.
This game will show you why you flak.
We will Akbar.
Granted, Mack's going to lose this game
Nice.
badly, but at least he's destroying a very good rogue wall with just flak. But
Wishing
never
it
discourage
as
flak.
well. We will. PRCs.
He's not going to lose badly. I should re-say that I've got to re-put Hera and the YT.
Three.
I will Brunson the double and redirect
Mhm.
one.
Yep. So, to be fair, she's a lot rarer these days.
She's still really good. I don't know why everyone just stopped taking her. I think she's still perfectly fine at her points cost.
Yeah, but you're also running victories, so you know.
So my opinion is invalid.
Yeah, very much.
That's fair. Okay, so he's got a confire. He's gonna use it. So I'm gonna shoot out my front into Mr. Dutch.
Yep.
One blue.
Oh, it needs an... Oh!
I got a confire.
Mm-hmm.
For 1 damage.
Yep.
And then out my tush, I will shoot into Rogue and Hera. Or sorry, Lando. Rogue. 1. Lando. 1.
Oh, no.
And I continue to skedoodle. Oh wait, I don't want to fly off the board. That might actually happen. Swoop.
Okay, there's the face-up navigate that's on what?
Victory might live.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling that victory might live, unless if James hurries up. He's only got next round, and that's it. I think that victory's going to live.
Yeah, jumping to 4.
Mhm.
4. Like so. Yeah. And then squadron phase.
I'm all done. It's just you.
Yep. We'll throw a red into your rear.
Mhm. 1.
1.
I will redirect it. Burning the redirect.
Lando's got no more braces, so he can't do any shenanigans anymore.
Might be some kind of miracle here. So a red and a blue. Probably should just back off, to be honest.
Okay.
Nice.
2.
First one. Bonk.
I think it's not gonna make.
Dutch. Come on, Dutch, make it.
Make a play.
Needs a hit crit and a structural. Nope.
1. Better than nothing.
Kept bouncing on the double.
Mm-hmm. Only 2 all left though.
You get the squadron command, and it is all over.
Assuming I have a squadron command.
I am assuming you have a squadron command.
I am a betting man.
Spacey worms. Can ye do anything useful?
No.
Force you into. Let's just check range to rogue. Check range to rogue. I might be able to tie up Riesel's deal. I don't think they will, but
You never know.
you never know. You might as well do your best. Yeah, I probably went a bit too fast with admonition, and maybe I should have just taken the victory out and forced you to move demo next turn.
I was willing to trade the gladiator because it's worth less, and
Yeah.
I was hoping you can only kill one. Hoping. Right, ready for turn 5?
Ready's a strong word, but sure.
No, this is the last turn, guys.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
turn 6.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, turn 6.
Good.
Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I have a repair on the victory, so I will fix a whole point. So I no longer have a redirect. Boop. And then flack out that tush of mine. So let's see if we can kill us a Dutch. 1 red. Here we go. Or 1 blue. Nope, I failed. And then I might as well shoot rogue because it's funny. 1. And then Lando because reasons. Nope. Then I skedoodle away. Go ahead.
So, I think the only thing that matters
Got flak on him, so I gotta
back
hopefully.
on him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You want to just skip ahead and let me do the flak and move on?
Yeah, do the flak, then we go to squadron phase, and I think we're done.
Okay. So ISD, what is his dial? Is it anything cool? It's a con fire, so it is cool. So we're gonna throw. Do I get rogue or just Dutch? Just Dutch. Okay, so 2 blues at Dutch. Goes the con fire. Is it enough? It is enough.
Dutch is out of here.
Then he puts off. Irrelevantly into the sunset. I guess there's no point even doing that. Okay, which squads are more likely to die or live? Okay, so Zerdik, you run away because you're a guaranteed death. And
Wow. If the scores are correct and I'm seeing here, Mack is winning by 2 points.
does this hit anything? No. Okay. I think we leave Jonas because you.
Your brace is refreshed.
Oh, sure. Yes.
In case it matters.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to go for him, you can go for him. That's fine with me.
Of course, yeah, the
Well, let's see,
squadrons.
actually, that's relevant. How much health do I have left? I've got 5, so you need to do 3 damage with a brace. So even if Lando did 2, he does 1. X Wing does 2, he does 1. You can't kill it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Jonas will just leave. Unless you get a crit, that's structural. Go
Or
ahead.
an accuracy. But
Oh, an accuracy and a double, yeah. Yeah.
yep,
from Lando. Take those odds.
Choices here for James here. Does he go for the VSD or does he go for the...
Let's see if Rogue
He goes for the VSD.
Rogue Squadron can hit or crit. Then it's worth a shot. If not, then we try and kill a TIE fighter. Crit with a structure, please.
Whoa,
There it
nice.
is.
The crit.
There it says.
Here we go, and it is.
Life support. Destroy all command tokens. Nope.
Nope.
Not relevant.
Down
So
one.
you need an accuracy and a double.
Still doable. It would win the game. We turn the loss.
Also 7, sorry. So it's...
Turn the loss.
I still think you're gonna win.
Are
It's
you
gonna be
seeing
like
how
a
much Squadron
5-6
balls?
either way. But I didn't wipe your squadron ball. I just got a good chunk of it.
Most of it. 100+ points of it, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
Or
Well, if it's
close
100 plus
to it.
points, we're pretty even Steven right now.
Oh, fucking hell. I could still miss the fucking squadron, so I just need
broke?
I just need to roll 3 damage on the dice.
Oh, you just need to roll 3 damage on the dice. You're right. Yeah, it's doable. So you just need a red double. That's
I
what it
need
comes
a
down
red
to.
double and
And a
not
not
a
missed.
crit.
Yeah. So it's like a 1 in
Let's
8
see.
chance, or like a 1 in 10 chance, or so close. Brace stick one.
So
That
close.
Dutch failing to kill that TIE fighter.
Oh yeah, that was the difference.
That was
Wow.
That was the difference, I think. Because
Or else I would have had to sell my TIE fighters to engage your squadrons at the end there.
that was a tense one. I don't think I did. Like I ran straight into your face.
You did. The problem is because you're kiting Akbar things and I'm booking victories and shit, I can't catch you. So I just decided early, I'm just like, I'll just try and flak you to death and see if I can do work. And I'm surprised those TIE fighters did. But
there we go.
oh my god, 2 points. If you killed the TIE fighter, you would have won.
Yep, that's what I was saying, guys. That was an absolute. You said it was going to be a boring match, Mac. Quite opposite. Quite opposite. I'm happy I got this one, and yeah, it was just like, do you go for the tie or do you go for the VSD?
Man, I'm glad we didn't count
Well,
points.
this is the thing. Like a 6-5 and a 5-6 makes no difference.
No, that's right.
We're both fucked, yeah.
we because the guys that LTD and Ninja played in the second round just got destroyed and has given them so much of a cushion.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even matter. Like we needed a 10 here, and neither of us was willing to go for a 10.
Hey, I almost wiped your victory if my squadrons had done anything useful.
Sure. But let's pretend you killed the victory instead of the gladiator. It would have been a 7 for you.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have. My point is, neither of us were flying to get a 10, like flying into each other. You know what I mean? Neither of us have. I can't table you because you can just fly away, and you have to go all in to table me.
Yep. I almost got the victory. I
was
going to go for the victory, and then you put the gladiator speed 0, and I'm like, this is a frickin' trap. But
It might have been a trap.
Both.
Yeah, that's fair. If you had gotten them both, though, it would have been pretty sweet.
Yeah, the thing is, the difference between the 5-6 and the 6-5, I'm still in trouble. If I have the 7 and I'm up against one of those two, then we stand a chance. If I absolutely murder them into the ground, which highly unlikely, but we were always both at an uphill struggle before this one started.
Yes, we both kind of euchred as far as total tournament points go. But honestly, to be frank with you, you should have won this game. The dice were in my favor. My TIE fighters were super hot. Dutch was cold.
They weren't that hot. Like you didn't.
They were consistently doing well. But regardless,
they weren't crazy.
Yeah, if the dice had spiked sooner though, and like away from my favor, I would have just let the victory die, and then the gladiator would have gotten away, and it would have been a very similar result. You just would have gotten the 6. So I don't think it would have changed much in the grand scheme of things. I think just luck it gave me the extra tournament point.
Yeah, maybe if I had just sent Rogue and Lando against the Vic, but you hadn't used Brunson at that point.
Yeah, exactly. And so if things had gone a little heavier and like the Vic was fucked and was not going to be able to make an escape, I would have not bothered selling the demo, right? I would have like moved and used it to flak and do things like that. But the victory is actually really expensive because Screed's on it. It's like 125.
Correct.
Oh, why did I not just do the math before I attacked the?
Well, you have to do the maths.
Because it was in my mind. Just take the Vic. Just take the Vic and take the fucking points.
Yeah. That was the whole play. Like I was like, either you kill the gladiator, which is fair, or you don't, and it's actually going to cause some hurt on the squads just by being able to double flak all for the rest of the game. That was the logic, at least. Yeah.
Well, I thought I would be able to pick up the Vic easy enough, but it's the obstruction.
It's the obstructions in Brunson.
And Brunson, it's just like Brunson is horrible. I possibly should have been slower with admonition to get away. Because when you didn't shoot at it, I probably should have just...
Yes, I agree.
Kept it at 2 and turned it in slower. And gone, well, do you want to shoot at it now? Because I'm hugging you and I might have still been in black range.
That's the tough choice. Like, I had a couple, like, black dice side arcs, and it's like, oh, I can pressure you, but then you're just going to fly away and it doesn't matter anyways.
And, I think the ECMs are actually the right choice with this one.
I don't disagree with the ECMs.
They make a hell of expense.
I've run a similar list. I like what you have here. What I've personally done is I will turn one of those MiG-30s into a assault frigate instead. So I run 1 assault frigate, 1 MC-30, and a flotilla. And the assault frigate's nice because I run it as Gallant Haven. So if you fight another squadron list, you can just hug Gallant Haven. And then if you fight like a me style list, you just kite and rogue.
Yeah, I just find assault frigates, unless you them loaded for bear, can be anemic on the damage front. That's where I kind of find them.
I disagree 1,000%. I just put Kakin and Sholin on it. And with Akbar and Kakin and Sholin, that's 5 reds with modifiers. I mean, yeah, they don't have that black die punch, but that's fine.
Yeah, like I generally, I don't know, for some bizarre reason, when I'm running assault frigates with Akbar, I feel the need to put 2 of them in there. But then again, like my more standard Akbar list is MC-75, 2 assault frigates, Jaina's Light, or an MC-30, and just literally the assault frigates just have gunnery teams and nothing else.
Yeah, honestly, I love it. So weirdly, one of my tournament lists that I've been running and I've been having crazy good success with is 3 assault frigates. It's 3 assault frigates, 2 flotillas, and a weird fighter ball. It's like a couple Z's, Gold Squadron, and stuff, and Lando, I think. And it's really good. And it shouldn't be good. It's fucking 3 assault frigates. But I'm currently undefeated with it, and it's a weird one. I didn't want to run it in this tournament because onagers and stuff still make it kind of unhappy, but like, I honestly think assault frigates are underrated.
What's the tournament code again, Mac?
It's like Trans-Tasman 2021, I think.
Could you try and spell that?
It's Tasman 2021. So TAS man 2021.
Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know if Palladian will fix it or not, but I put Trans-Tasman last time.
No, it's just Tasman. It's all good.
But it's still in TTO, so it doesn't really matter.
Now I'm updating TTO.
You've got the big pick, right?
95 to 93. And thanks for putting up with us waffling.
No, you're good.
No, it was really good banter, guys. It was really good. It was a really good stream. I didn't have to really speak a lot. It was fantastic listening to both of you just waffle on and just giving your logic. And it was a really good stream to show what, one, don't underestimate flak from a if you got nothing else to shoot, then flak just for the hell of it. So this was a good demonstration of that. So. That's what
if you get lucky enough, you can stretch 4 TIE fighters really far.
Yeah, that's what you've done. So, you know, that's props for that. And that's what I was basically saying. You know, if you don't got no shot, don't forget about the flak. Just flak. You might get 1 or 2 pings. And if you're lucky with a TIE fighter, you might destroy a couple of aces. And that's what happened in this game. So, yeah, it was just amazing. Just, yeah, you say it's going to be boring, but it was... that last roll, I'm like, wow, and everyone's just like, whoa. So yeah, edge of the seat stuff.
He always says it's going to be boring because he's like, I know James isn't going to fly straight at me, and I can't murder him with impunity. He's like, why won't he fly into the front arc of my victory?
I want blood.
Why won't he get in Black Rage of Warlord?
Come on, come here.
That's what he actually means.
Yeah, exactly. No, when I say boring, it's more around the scores. Like, it's going to be a middling score, but that middling doesn't mean boring.
No, absolutely not. As I said, it was going backwards and forwards.
A number of times.
I don't know what it is, but for some reason, in TTS, I don't get nervous, and I'm very, very casual. But, like, in person, I get, like, legitimately anxious and, like, twitchy and shit. It's weird.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know. Do you guys get like nervous playing in person, like in tournaments and stuff?
My hands shake.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm usually chatting away. But my hands shake, which means that, like, I'm a fucking terrible player in person because I like knocking shit left, right, and center. And like I just usually have to go, okay, I've nudged that. Where do you think the ship was? I'll leave it up to you. And I'm like, oh.
I think I'm worse. I'm thinking worse at tournaments on TTS because then I've got that time to think and look at the list and think and what I'm going to do. Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that, and then it just because you get to see that list for that amount of time, and you just overthink things, and you just just your mind, your head goes, your mind goes bleh, goes mush sometimes. At least with tournaments, you just go, okay, what's the next game? What's the bang straight into it. So it depends on what it is. It's the casual games, whatever, on TTS and personal, but TTS tournaments, it's just the anticipation of the game.
I try not to look at my opponent's list beforehand. Sorry, go ahead, Irish.
My problem is I don't slow down enough in TTS games, and I just go, it'll be grand, and kind of just fly the ships off instinct.
Yep.
And like here, that was a bit of a fuck up, because if I'd been more careful with that admonition move when he shot in the front of the victory, I might have got the victory a lot easier. You know?
Oh,
I'm the exact same way. I just like file it off like, yeah, this is good, and I just trust my first thought, and I don't bother thinking about it, which I think has gotten me in trouble a lot.
Yeah, well, particularly with squadrons, I worry I'm going to take too long and end up with an analysis paralysis, so I just go, it'd be grand.
Yeah.
And just try and do a film. What were you going to say, Mars?
Yeah, I was just when you guys talking about the rulers and the ruling on that. You know, if you want to rule on that, that's totally fine. Because if you, it just takes a lot of time just to get the ruler out and just say, can I do this? Can I do that? If you want to pre-measure, that's again, it's all about pre-measuring. So if you want to pre-measure, that's fine by me. So I'm totally cool with that. And it just speeds up the game. I'm fine with it, so that's all good.
To be honest, us two fucking idiots should know what the actual rule was, but neither of us was actually sure.
No,
it's surprising. I've been playing this game for like 9 years since its fucking inception when I was playtesting it in beta, and I still don't know how to play. Like I don't know the rules.
Sometimes I know them and then I forget. The Lando question is one I keep getting off everybody.
I know how it works. It's just the wording, because I think there was one ability that got through it because it didn't modify the die. It did, like, it made it as 0 or something. And I can't remember which one it was. I had to talk with somebody about it. I'll have to figure it out, but maybe Karnak ruled on it or not. But it was one of those, it didn't say cancel. It said something else. Like, treat the damage as 0, or I don't know, it had wording.
And also another thing with TTS, with the squadrons, with the bases, you know how it's got that little black tab at the bottom? You know, that little, it goes to the bottom. I don't count that as an actual in squadron range, because I kind of think about in the actual real world Armada, it doesn't have that bottom little tab thing. So
it does, though. If you look at if you go pull out one of your squadron models, they're tapered. So where the cardboard is, it actually kind of dresses out and makes a little bit of a slant. So it does actually have that bit in tabletop.
But do you count?
I measured that bit.
Does that count as touching the squadron?
It does, because you measure. It depends on what you're doing. So for engagement, it does. For shooting, it doesn't, which is so dumb.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I personally, well, this is what I do, but if you guys were both in agreement, that's why I didn't say anything. So it's again all up to what the players think. But if I became a ruling, it'd be anything that yellow line is the base. That's what I call. So, but you do make good exceptions to that rule, Mac. But I'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, it's tough because it's so unstated in the rulebook, because it says, quote unquote, the base. You measure from the base.
Yeah.
And squadrons, what is the base? Is it the piece of cardboard, or is it the plastic?
Yeah.
Is it the tabs? Because it says no to the tabs, but it's just so unclear and frustrating.
Yeah, well, again, you guys were okay, so that I left it to be. And so as long as you guys are both okay, that's totally cool with me. I tried to.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Like, as long as both players agree before it's relevant, then cool.
I don't want to bust my head in, put the TO cap, and just ruin the game for everyone. As long as both players agree, it's just that's all. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, no worries. We're just what you call it, disappointed in our own.
But it made a hell of a viewing, that's for sure.
That's good. Well, I'm glad, because this is pretty much another casual game between us. Like, I feel like all of our games with me and Irish just turn into this.
That's awesome.
Like, it's always like squad war nonsense.
And it's like, how will Mack use speed 0 this game?
Right? I don't know if I've ever played you without going speed 0.
Yeah, that was a whoa, okay, interesting. But fair enough, understandable.
I fucking love speed 0. I think it is the most underrated thing in this game.
Yet you're not running Rackle.
Yeah.
Not running
Rakel.
Well,
I love
don't run onagers because I'm not a piece of shit.
You're not Australian. You're not Australian.
Next you'll be declaring people have no honor. And let's not go down that route.
I mean, my list's name is literally "Why Didn't I Bring an Onager?" Because it is just a better victory. Let's be frank. But
it's a better IST.
You know what? IST ones also very underrated, for the record. They're great ships, and nobody likes them.
Yes.
Have you met my friends' thermal shields? Is the problem.
Thermal shield. Okay. I don't know if this is good or if we're still on stream or not.
We're still on stream.
I have a whole. That's fine. Whatever. The stream can hear my rant. I think thermal shields are trash, and that they should not be taken much. They're a nice additive buff if you have like 2 slots, like Invincible, but they are just inferior to all the other defensive tech, in my
I will
opinion.
counter this with the fact I have sat a Venator in front of an SSD, trapped it, and prevented it from doing any worthwhile damage with thermal shields. Because you take out all the reds, and it's hitting you with all the blues, but it's doing 5 damage.
But that doesn't make any sense. Because let's assume it's this traditional, or at least the SSD that I'm used to, what I consider the good one. It's got quads, probably, or some kind of a gun upgrade, and then a bunch of other shit. It's 5 reds and 4 blues, so it's still going to roll at least 1 red. It's Ravager, so you're going to confire in another red. It's Ravager, so you're going to add a 3rd red, so that's 3 reds and 5 blues. Let's assume it has SW7s or HIEs or whatever. So you're looking at like 5-ish damage.
Assuming a lot here.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. If it's the average build, you're going to take... Well, you've got 2 ion cannon slots, so you're going to take... What are your options? Leading shots, SW7s, and HIEs.
But if it's got quads, I'm going speed 1.
Sure.
So
okay, let's remove.
We can discount the squads. You've probably got LTTs, right?
Sure. I didn't even count the quads in that math there. Like I said, it's still 5 reds.
Yep.
So it becomes 1 red, but Ravager makes it 2. Ravager makes it 3. So 3 reds and 5 blues. That's still approximately 8 damage, give or take. Plus, you're looking at let's assume it has like TRCs or LTTs or something to like guarantee that. You're still doing 8+ damage with 1 shot, and you can't stop it because you've already blown your brace.
Yeah, but you're redirecting your. You can take 2 or 3 of those hits though.
Maybe I mean,
take 3.
Redirect is a push because if you're a Venator and I'm rolling 5 blues, the odds of me getting an accuracy are pretty high. Also, if
my
I'm running...
second friend, Tranquility.
Yes.
Okay, sure. So you can Tranquility 2 of them. That's fine. I'll give you that. But also like HIEs, if I have HIEs, or SW7s for like the guaranteed damage. My point is 2.5 shots from an SSD should kill you. And let's assume it gets to plink you at least once at red range if you're just going to park in front of it. That's why I'm just like... Confires just nullify thermals, in my opinion. Confire plus any kind of modification like TRCs, or heaven forbid you brought X-Racks or Akbar.
Then you're not maneuvering. Or you're not squadroning. If you're confiring continuously...
Jerry.
Sure.
You don't have an avdial, and that seems to me dangerous.
So here's the thing: if you're confiring, it's going to be assumed that you have a confire based list, which means you're a Ramadi gun platform. Like I confire all the time on my Ramadi Victory because I don't care if I'm shooting you front side or whatever. It's 3 to 4 red dice every time. If you're an SSD, you're probably running Jurjerod or Piet or some way to double dial so you can confire plus. Yeah. If you're an Onager list and you're either going to be sitting in the corner confiring or you're going to be doing the engine tech nonsense. But if you're confiring, you have a list built around it.
Yeah. Like to be honest, I still think this is great value in thermals. Ignoring Intel Officer on the brace is just fantastic.
Oh yeah, it has it absolutely has its slot, but it can't be counted. It's not the bee's knees that everyone thinks that it is.
I still think it's as good as ECM.
No,
I disagree 1,000%.
The thing
when
is,
was the last time you saw Intel officers on a not Onager?
I play the Italians, so quite a lot.
Okay, I don't think I have ever seen an Intel officer not counting an SSD. In the last while.
I've seen them on Victories. I've seen them
Why?
on Architons. I've seen
Why?
them on CR90s at various times.
On CR, okay, well, so counting, I apologize for anyone who I offend on this stream right now, but counting bad lists in our math is a bad. Like, why would you put the Intel officer on CR90?
No, that might have been a while ago.
Okay.
But yeah, like the thing is,
I've seen them.
I don't know. I think ECM's has problems at the moment. It has weaknesses. So does thermal shields, but I think they have an equal amount of weaknesses at the moment, the way the current meta stands.
See, I disagree because if you have ECM with, let's pretend you have a repair token. It's not hard to get 1 repair token throughout the game. You either get a turn 1 or CommsNet or whatever. 2 uses of ECM is enough. If you've used ECM twice, you've gotten huge value out of it. Yeah. I find games where I've had thermals, I very often don't want to use my thermals. Like, there's a gladiator shooting at me. Yeah, the thermals is helpful, but I'd rather just sit on the brace because a brace will reduce the damage by a larger total.
Mm-hmm.
And like little things like that, or if you have con fires or any kind of damage modification. And like if I see you, like your argument earlier was right. Like if you're con fire, you're not navigating all of that. I agree, 100% you're accurate. But if I see you have thermals, I'm gonna just con fire now. Like it's just a thing I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna calculate that in how I fly my list. But I'm also very pig-headed on this one because when it came out, everyone was like, "Oh, it's the greatest thing ever."
It's not the sky is falling, but I would suggest that it is as solid as ECM, which isn't to say it's completely broken.
No, it's not broken at all.
There's certain lists that it just invalidates.
At least there's choice now as well.
Yeah, it's a silver bullet. I will definitely give you that. There are certain lists where you're like, wow, that was really useful. But there's also just lists where it's a wasted 5 points. A great example is all the common shit. Patriot's Fist, X-Rax, Confire Ravager, things like that. And even the lists that quote unquote beats, it's just a soft counter to upgrades. Like it's a soft counter to Intel Officer, sure. But if I have an Intel Officer on my, X-Rax demo or my expanded launchers demo, are you still gonna thermal, right? So.
There's other ships, though, they're still in common use where it just goes, nah, you're having a bad day, like the ISD.
Like the ISD, yes. It is, I will 100% give you that. It fucks with the ISD too, mostly.
And it fucks with the Onager. No black dice for you.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's massive against the Onager.
My rebuttal on that one would be, if you remove all the black dice from the pool, and I con fire. Let's just assume you're con fire for the sake of argument. I'm still gonna hit you for like 6-ish damage. Whereas if you 5 or 6 damage,
are your reds exactly?
Well, I'm assuming you have some kind of conversion in Remoti and shit like that because you're playing onagers.
Yeah.
You're either Darth Vader. So if you're Darth Vader and you're con firing, that's 5 reds with re-rolls. That should be 5 damage. Or like 4.5, I think. Like what's the math on that? Because 5 reds is 3.5 damage. With 2 rerolls.
It can be either way. Yeah.
It can be swingy, but my point is, assuming it's average, you're looking at 5-ish damage. Add in the blacks with the same general average, you're looking at 9-ish damage, but you have the option to brace. My point is the damage output is similar. It removes things like ordnance officers and stuff like that, but a lot of people have new baked in, like I don't actually see ordnance officers on onagers much anymore. It's a lot of like veteran gunners or Darth Vader, sensor teams, shit like that. So the silver bulleting from thermal shields is very specific. And like, yeah, you're right. There's gonna be those lists where you're like, oh fuck, you actually brought thermal shields? Shit, all my stuff sucks. But like 9 times out of 10, meh. It's like the same thing as like boarding officer Vader. I have him on my ISD, but like, yeah, it would have been great to Vader Admo, but I knew it wasn't going to happen. And it's like, it's a lot of that situation pops up with thermals, I find. Like if you need to have the upgrade and it needs to be relevant, like you're intel officering that ship instead of its friend that doesn't have thermal shields, Yeah,
I find it's a lot more relevant than people think. For example, removing blues on HIE ships, things like that.
Yes, it definitely has value.
It reduces the ceiling.
The rebuttal that I have to that is also its limitation. Because if I could take thermal shields on other ships, I think the argument would have much more class. But as a building point of view, the only fleets that are going to have thermals are obviously Separatists and GAR. So 50%, let's just assume all the factions are equally represented. Only 50% of my opponents are going to have thermal shields at best. And then, of that, how many actually take it, right?
And very few people are playing GAR.
Yeah, and very few people are playing GAR, and then all the CIS people don't bother because they're running like Patriot's Fist and stuff that doesn't usually get it.
60 million munis, so
or munis, exactly.
Kill one.
So I just don't think it has an effect on meta, is the point that I'm getting to, because maybe 1 in 10 lists have it, but that's not enough to care about, I don't think. In your list building personally.
Yeah, fair call. It's I just see it as there's something more than just ECMs and EWS. So
yes.
So that's a positive thing out of it.
I would rate what you call it, reinforced backdoors above EWS, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just about to say, I think EWS is phenomenal, but nobody ever runs it, and I don't know why. I honestly, I don't think there's a single EWS in this tournament right now.
I saw someone has it. Andrew,
Somebody has it?
Okay. Yeah, I think Andrew. Yes, Andrew has. He's got his 2 guppies with EWS.
Interesting. On Guppies. That's a new one. Okay, cool. Good for him.
Yes, so I did have his game a couple. Yeah, I was playing him in the. He had the first buy, and I played him a game, and yeah, he had his EWS. Yeah,
I just find that if you can afford EWS, them being the same points
the same as
ECMs, I
Yes.
just find, like, particularly even on Guppies, like Guppies, just if you lock down that one crucial defense token at the wrong time, they just go pop.
My dumb counter argument that you'll probably like facepalm is EWS work at speed 0. And so I love them.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, but
Fine.
Guppies are really easy to find alternative hull zones to shoot.
Yes. But if you're an ISD going speed 0 with Brunson in 7th fleet, you're actually weirdly invincible.
And also, a speed 0 Guppy is like points
A dead Guppy?
pinata. Let me introduce you. Do you know how many
Auditors?
Guppies died in wave 2 when demo could catch them and you want to go speed 0?
Hey man, I will find a place to go speed 0. Just
I know
just
you
give me the
will.
chance.
And I'm always just trying to go faster, which is, why our matches are fun. Anyway, it is 25-2, so
Have a good night.
Thanks for the match.
Thanks for putting
Thanks,
up with
guys.
shit.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, see you guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. All right, guys. That's it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed this.